What do you want? Oh, my bad. I just sat down here and saw you people. I'm like, what do you want? How's everyone doing? Nice to see you on a beautiful post-typhoon storm Ambo Saturday morning. Good to see everybody. How you doing? It's a great day. It's a great day. The typhoon is tracked off to the north, and let's hope it doesn't wreak havoc on a whole bunch of other people. Welcome to this special edition of the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Yeah, we rode out the storm last night. I'm surprised internet didn't go down. We weren't live last night. We're always off on Fridays, although we did take Thursday night off also. So just took a little break, whatever, and then of course the storm blew through. So it's all good, you know, no big deal. But here we are. Spitfire Red was El Numero Uno in the house today. That's awesome. And just what we talked about before, one of her first comments was she couldn't believe that somebody had already put a thumbs down and we hadn't even gone live yet. But we get that a lot. So we've had thumbs down 5 hours before it went live. So we know who that is without knowing who they are. You know, just people that don't have a life or whatever. Who cares? We don't care about that. We're used to it. It's no big, and it just doesn't happen only to me. So it's just the way it goes. Tom Patrick's in the house. Always good to see you. My brother from another mother, Scoot B. Good to see you. Thank you so much. And the lovely Angelina. Woo! Jolie. So everyone here in the Philippines should be having breakfast if they haven't already. We're getting down to that. Adrian's in the house. Adrian from Perth, Western Australia. Good day, mate. Scoot B, another day in paradise. Wait, I'm at work. That's right. That would not be paradise. Because I always say a really bad day fishing beats a great day working anytime. Anytime. Tom Patrick doing better over here after a day at the barangay, the health department, to the mayor's office for me to get a pass. And yes, I got one. Only to wake up to find out that you don't need one. How messed up is that, right? Forget about it. Just forget about it. It's just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. I see everyone there saying hi to each other. There is James Longren. Long time no see, brother. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for taking a few moments to stop out and visiting us here at the Daily Exchange. Spitfire Red. Hi, Tim. Hi, Ray. Good. What is it there now? Scoot B, is just me, or is there an ugly looking thing on your stream too? Nope, it's just me. Just the way it goes. Rickshaw, Philippines. Good to see you. How you doing? Did you ride out the storm in style with like, hold on. One of these bad boys?
Or this.
Oh, wait. Or was it one of these? Or was it something else? For Tom Patrick, it's either Eagle or Tang or both. He'll mix them both, I think. I'm not too sure. So, last night I ran out, well, I was running out. I was on my last case because I had 4 cases of San Miguel Pale Pilsen in the can. And of course, those just somehow magically disappeared over a little bit of time, right? Just the way things go. So, of course, my BUN, my Beer Underground Network, BUN, came through at the last minute, and they had 4 cases of beer, they said, right? Okay, so Asawa Kano 38, my wife, she said, yeah, she wants them. And they started bringing them over like 10 bottles at a time. They were going to deliver 4 cases that way. And when the first one showed up, I said, no, I don't want that. I don't want that light. I mean, I'll drink it. If there's nothing else, I can drink it. But, you know, if I'm going to drink beer, why am I going to drink a light beer? I can process my own light beer. All I got to do is drink regular beer, and then when I go to the CR and do my business, out comes light beer, pre-filtered, you know what I mean? So anyway, I said, tell you what, since we put him through the trouble, go ahead and get 1 case. And then they had 2 cases of these bad boys, these big 1,000 milliliter bottles, and she got those too. So bottom line, still good, still hanging good. Now, word today on the news is Quezon City has lifted the ban on sales of alcohol and liquor, but only for a specific time. Something like they can only sell it, you can only buy it like between 1 and 5 p.m. How'd you like to be a store owner and selling booze under those conditions? You better have you only need to bring in the extra help during them hours, because you know it's going to be flooded, more than likely. More than likely. Spitfire Red, severe tropical storm weather right now in Florida, and have to go in at 10 p.m. tonight. Hope my lights and internet go out. Yeah. It was really windy here last night. I think we were watching Muggs It's Organic, which you should too if you haven't already. Go check out Muggs It's Organic. She's on every Friday night at 7 p.m. Philippine time, and we're watching her, hanging out, this, that, and the other, and it was really windy and the rain was just pounding. But for some reason it kind of let up, and it really didn't last that long. I'll say somewhere in the 3 to 4 hour range, something like that. And then a kind of eeriness calm came by, and I thought, well, wait a minute, the eye of the storm isn't supposed to pass over us. It got calm really quick. So it was nothing more than the outer bands, of the storm. So take care over there, Spitfire Red. Be safe, because I lived in Florida and I've run from many hurricanes. Well, several anyway. Me and my family back in the day. Where's Ozzy farming? He's probably farming. Him and Chick, they're usually busy in the daytime. So when they're watching the Daily Exchange, it's usually 7 p.m. their dinner time, and they're sitting around a table, and I'm there like radio. But I mean, if they can get by, they'll come by. We'll see. Subannon Tribe, nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you today? James Longren, your morning shows are hard to make. Yeah, they can be. Speaking of which, we will be doing some changes going forward. We've always known in the beginning that we wanted to be kind of a daytime show. So we're going to be experimenting and doing a few things, but I'm going to be releasing a schedule. But it looks like we're going to be doing six shows a week. I'm going to be doing 3 daytimes and two nightimes, and I shouldn't say 6. And Asawa Kano 38 is going to be doing the Live Ladies show. Live Ladies, kind of like ladies night out, something like that. But on her channel, and she'll be doing that Monday mornings. And anyone's invited to come to those, but on her StreamYard, it's only going to be ladies allowed up to meet and greet and do things like that. So if you ain't doing nothing, stop by and check them out. It's usually pretty good. Tom Patrick, oh yes, I was told they lifted the liquor ban here too on Panay, but they said you have to drink inside your house. Nothing wrong with that. Is anyone ready to step out to the clubs and mix it up socially anyway, while you're practicing physical distancing? Yeah, I'd like to dance with you, but you mind standing 6 feet apart from me on a dance floor? And as you're drinking, are you going to remember to keep that in mind? If she starts looking good, or he starts looking good to you, if you're a female, are you going to dance 6 feet apart? Should be kind of funny, right? Bill Bryan in the house. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, Bill. Always good to see you. Let's see. Mary Chris, the lovely Mary Chris is in. Hello, Poe. Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Nice to see you. So nice to see you. And there's Asawa Kano 38 somewhere in the background. And Mark and Ning out of Michigan. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping in. So the reason we're going to gradually move into a morning AM Philippine time streaming is to reach out to other people, members of the audience in different parts of the world, because you can't always get people. I get people that watch a lot of my replays, and they leave good comments, so you can tell they're actually watching. They feel bad they couldn't watch it, and I get that. So we're just going to bounce it back and forth. We're going to do some AM streams and some PM streams. So we'll see how it works out. I mean, you won't know unless you try it, right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right, right? Right. So it's good to see everybody. Roma and John, nice to see you. How are you doing? All right. And look who's here. A really good friend of mine. Holo Holo Adventures out of Hawaii. Hello, Roxy. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always good to see you. And how you doing over there in Pennsylvania, Dennis Adam, by the way? How's things over there? Hey, we rode out a typhoon. So let me see. Living in Florida, and I'll even count my 20 years in the Navy. While I was in the Navy, I think I was aboard a ship where we had to outrun, or at least lag behind and let the hurricane go past us. I think I've been involved in one hurricane and one typhoon in the 20 years I was in the Navy aboard ship, where we were out at sea and it was coming, so we either had to pick it up and go quicker than probably operations normally would have dictated, or lag behind and let it pass us, and something like that. But living in Florida, let's see, Matthew, Ferdinand, 3. I had to deal with 3 hurricanes in the almost 12 years I lived in Florida. So this one here came through. Now this is my, now I was stationed here in the Philippines, 84 to 87, and I think I dealt with maybe 2, but it didn't do much where we were up in Subic. It came in and either cut straight across into the South China Sea, or curved and went up on the northern part of Luzon. Whatever, no big deal, no big deal. So it is what it is. I'm left, not right. Okay, Danny Stout, don't it? Danny Stout, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Roxy, I hope your family's doing good over there in Hawaii. Have they lifted the ban over? How's your quarantine status? If things getting back to normal, or what's going on? I can't even keep up with the states anymore, because when I do look at some of the news feeds, this state is opening up, this state doesn't want to, and I don't even bother with it no more, because it's just too much to keep up with. Right now, we are currently here on an M as in Mary, MECQ, modified enhanced community quarantine here in Manila. What does that mean? We have some movement capabilities. We can move around, and a lot of businesses are open. There's a list. I saw it this morning, and it shows based on your quarantine status, whether you're on a GCQ, general community quarantine, or an NECQ, or whatever. They list what businesses can open under those circumstances and which ones can't. But a lot of them have. I even think I heard them say the casinos would be allowed to open. The only things that are hardcore that they're not, and I haven't heard about government offices, and I need to know about that because of our visa. Our visas expired back on 3 April, but we're covered because they said once it's lifted, you got 30 days to get to immigration and fix all that stuff. All right, so enough said. But the only real businesses so far they're not letting open is anything to do with childcare, school, playgrounds, where kids congregate, theaters, and personal care businesses like salons, facial, hair, massage places, full body massage places. And Scoot will be interested in this one. They still have not opened up the waxing. So you can't come here and get any waxing, Scoot. Sorry about your luck. That's just the way it goes. Danny Stout, LOTT, got any donuts? If there were any donuts here, she already ate them. I think she had some kind of brownie muffins or something today. I forget what it was. I can't really remember. Mark and Ning saying, beautiful evening here, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, so sunny. That is pretty nice. Yeah, Roxy from Holo Holo saying, I'm so glad I finally jumped on your live. Woo, so am I. And you'll see more of us here in the daytime. That's just what's going to happen. So, I think I'm pretty fair caught up. Spitfire Red, we rode out Hurricane of 2019, Dorian, in a mobile home. Oh, jeez. And we had nothing but 40 miles an hour winds and some rain, and news kept scaring the heck out of us. We have videos of this. Yeah, the news tends to do that, doesn't it? Holo Holo, go visit her channel too. Holo Holo Adventures, guys. Nice family. Malls open up today, yet our mayor announced yesterday that our stay at home order is until June 30th. Yeah, we can expect that. They kind of open it up. Okay, you can go around a little bit more, but we still want you to practice all the physical distancing, wearing of the mask, yada, 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 all that stuff. So We're kind of used to it anyway by now, right? So that shouldn't be too hard, I would think. Spitfire Red is crazy. It's going to open. No, we are extending it. Philippines are very slow. Yeah, the Philippine government is scared. I'm going to tell you why. Money. They just don't have the money to continue to combat this. So now they're going to start to open up. You know, of course, I've said it before. I did a study, not a study, but some research, and I listed them on one of my lives a long time ago, listing the top 10 countries that rely heaviest on tourism dollars. Philippines was number 7. So, you know, with all the things that you have to do now, if you come here as a tourist or come here to live, you will, when you get off the flight here, you're going to have to be tested, and you're going to pay, as the foreigner, you are going to pay for that test kit. Then you're going to be quarantined anywhere from 2 to 5 days, awaiting the results. Could come quicker. I don't know if it'll come much later. And you have to pay for that. The government is going to provide lodging, but you got to pay for it. If you're tested positive after 2 tests, then they're going to put you in a medical facility, and you have to pay for that. So be sure, if you want to come here, that you're ready for those, how should I say this, the new normals, because that's going to go on for a while. The Philippine government isn't going to allow foreigners to come in here and be the reason to reignite, to any degree, the virus. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The simple thing is do your homework before you get on a plane and leave to come over here. So there you go. There you go. Let's see what I missed. Holo Holo says, my youngest childcare center is opening up in June. Barbershops are closed. Yeah. Anything that has to do with kids, at least here in the Philippines, no go. Holo Holo, as of right now, still working from home. Yep. I think your husband is too, isn't he? Now, they are opening up the malls here. And it sounds to me, the list I read of what types of businesses are allowed to actually open up in the malls, it's like most of them. But there might be a couple exceptions. It's not worth going into. But at least the malls are opening up, you know? But they're not going to run the air conditioner, and they're not going to allow, they're not going to turn on the internet. When you go to the malls here, you can sign in to the internet at the mall, and you get 1 free hour. That's it. And it works. It's happened. It works in Palawan. It works in all the malls I've been here. You get a free courtesy 1 hour. And guess what happens? A lot of the teenagers on weekends and stuff, they go there to flock. They want to go to the movies. They want to go to the fast foods. They want to hang out. Boy, girl, this, that, all in groups. And they get that free Wi-Fi for 1 hour. Not anymore. And the reason is they want people to get in and get their stuff and get out. So it is what it is. Tom Patrick. Woo. Yes, Angelina Jolie. Thumbs up for Osawa Kano 30. Tom Patrick. Not the medical facilities take care of a huge outbreak. That's another reason. They just don't have it. They just don't have it. So they need to open up and kind of get some semblance of back to work going. And they're just going to have to deal with the numbers as they come. Now, they are monitoring and allowing certain barangays, certain sections of Manila, and even throughout the country. If a local barangay official, and I'm not talking about some small guy, I'm talking about probably mayor level or something like that, and his workers, if they determine a specific section based on testing is rising, they'll lock that one section down. So they have a plan, and that kind of sounds like what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Spitfire, what are the test kits about? 150 pesos? I have no idea. I have not gotten that information, so I don't know. James Long, we're waiting to see in print rules and restrictions from the Philippine Embassy and BI. Well, they're not going to be able to override whatever the Philippines, and I want to see that too. Well, I haven't seen nothing yet, but I don't think they're going to override or supersede whatever the Philippine government deems as far as foreigners coming into the Philippines. So, you know, my guess is, and I hate to say this to somebody that's dying to get over here, that's a poor choice of words, dying to get over here. People that want to come over here to live, tour, visit, whatever, I think you're going to be waiting a while. Because if you want to take the chance and roll the dice of coming here, you are healthy getting on a plane, you get off the plane, and all of a sudden what? There's an error in the test, you test positive and they quarantine you or whatever, and you have to pay for everything along the way, that's not going to make for a very good vacation. You could take the risk and roll the dice on that. If you're coming over here for good, that's a different story, but it's just something you're going to have to expect going forward. I don't know what else to tell you about that. We need to hear more. That's a definite. We definitely need to hear more. Holo Holo, Hawaii is all about tourism. Our state is struggling with unemployment at 30%. Yours and many others. Many others. Scoot can, if you want to know what numbers look like at any given time, go visit Scoot B. He'll give them to you, no problem. Ask him, Scoot, what are the numbers in right down to a county, probably right down to a block, a neighborhood. He can tell you what's going on with that. So if you're interested in that, go check out Scoot B. He'd be more than happy to share that information with you. Let's see, Spitfire Red, they don't want to stay and hang around. No. Malo 63, good day, Tim and Ray. Hello, Malos, and all in the chat. Hope everyone's fine and healthy. Don't normally get up this time of morning. Well, now you got a reason to, because we're going to be doing, we're still going to do a couple nighttime ones, but we're actually arriving at our goal, which was to move into a morning time frame. So keep that in mind. Roma and John saying hi to Malo. So, you know, you don't see my board here, right? I didn't want to do it today. I was lazy, I wasn't motivated, and no, I just didn't feel like putting it up. Where I showed the exchange rates for the four major currencies, the weather and topic of the day, and it even says marry a Filipina, whatever. But I do have a topic today, and my topic is, here we go, 5 good minutes with Tropical Tim in the Philippines. And I wanted to talk about owning a business in the Philippines, and I don't know nothing about it. So I'm not here to tell you and beat into your head how you go about opening a business here in the Philippines. That's not worth it. That's not newsworthy for me to talk to you about, because it's up to you what you do. What I did want to talk about is there are Westerners that, you know, if they think they have a little bit of a residual monthly income, enough maybe to survive here, if they live low, things like that, they think they can come over and they've got these great ideas. Well, I'm going to raise pigs, or I'm going to raise chickens, or I'm going to have a farm, or I'm going to open a sorry store, or I'm going to open up whatever it is, a bar, a club, a resort. That's all fine and dandy. And I actually got this idea when I was at Mars live stream this morning, and I didn't get the idea from them. I had this scheduled on my topics for later this week about business. And I said, you know what? I think it's on my mind. I think I'm just going to talk about it today. And so I wiped that off my page. As far as every day, I've got, you know, several days already pegged with what topics I want to talk about. And then I go do a little research. I do a little investigating so I can present to you something that's logical, makes sense. It's not full of hot air and fluff. It's not from the word or mouths of other Westerners. There's channels that do that. They talk to you about things that they really don't know much about. And they tend to either over-exaggerate, under-exaggerate, and they just kind of don't get it into the bullseye middle when they're talking about things. But when it comes to owning a business here in the Philippines, can you? Yeah, you should all know by now you can't own land here, but you can own building structures. Typically when you open a business, you can't own it by yourself. You're going to have a Filipino or Filipina on the title, on the license, or whatever business you're going to do. But let's talk about this for a minute. What is it you're going to come over here and invest in anyway? You're going to do a lot of hard work. It's going to take you a whole bunch of startup costs. The time you're going to invest until you start turning a profit once you do all your initial investing, because most businesses take 3 to 5 years on average until you start to see a legitimate profit, where you're kind of, okay, now we're rolling. What service or what kind of business would you want to have here that the Philippines don't already have? You'd have to pick a location where there's nothing else like the business that you're going to have. That helps. And then who are these people that come over here? They're age 62, 60, 65, 67, whatever, bald, gray. I thought you came over here to retire. Why are you coming over here, going to go through all that stress trying to open up a business? And I'm going to tell you, if you think you're going to open up a bar or something like that in an expat heavily populated area, you know what they have here? They have what they call racketeering. That's right. You're going to be doling out money for payoffs just to stay open. And I ain't talking about keeping your license up and all that. There's people that run around and say, hey, for protection or for this or for that, racketeering. It's not advertised, it's not the way, but it happens. And many expats who had businesses here from years ago, and I mean decades ago, they can attest to that. So there's so many risks that you run, and I don't understand why somebody would want to come over here, take a chance, roll the dice, throw out all kinds of money, all kinds of investment, and hope within 3 to 5 years you're turning a profit. I thought you came here to retire and relax, drink a beer. There you go. Something like that. These guys coming over here, well, I'm just going to open up a sorry store with my wife and her mom or something like that. Really? If you have a good running sorry store, and I mean a good running one, and you're not even around a bunch of other sorry stores, you would have to work it without hiring any help to put in there round the clock just to clear maybe $150 profit a month. You're just not going to make that much money. But if that's something you want to do, then you go for it. But I just don't understand, unless you are filthy, loaded, rich, why would you come over here with your hard-earned retirement dollars or your little savings in the bank? Because nobody blows over here with $100,000 in the bank. Not too many people. Maybe a couple, some. But if you're going to invest, you should, and have a business, it should be in big business. You have a better shot. But little local type businesses, you better have an awesome idea and just be ready to work it. I mean, to the bone, day and night, or you're not going to make nothing. And even if you do, it's not going to be that much. We're talking pesos. They pay here in pesos, not dollars, not Australian dollars, not Canadian dollars, not US dollars. They pay in pesos. So you have to cater to the community that pays in pesos. Well, what happened to your retirement? I thought you were supposed to be on the beach, fishing, drinking, lollygagging, bar hopping, doing whatever. What are you doing jumping into a business at that age? It doesn't make sense. By the time you get things going, you're going to be older. You're going to be older. I don't understand that. You're missing out. So if you're coming over here thinking you're going to make it, if you open up a business, just stay where the hell you are. There's no point coming over here. It just doesn't make any sense. The stars would have to be so aligned for you to come over here and open up a crack business. Not crack meaning, crack, but I mean a really crack idea, good, that just takes off from the word go. And you still got that money invested. You got to wait for all that money to come back and then until you start turning a profit. I don't see the logic in that. You need to put that out of your mind. Now, if you are going to open up a business, my recommendation from everything I've seen, and again, I'm not an expert on it. If you're going to open up a business, stay in the background. Be the expat that stays in the background. And there's some people here that are farming and doing really well. Some do it for profit. Some do it just to sustain themselves in the way of veggies, meat, poultry, pork, whatever. And that's fine. That's really cool if you like working outside day and night and you want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are going to own a business, make sure you're in the background as the expat. You're just the money man. You're just a money man. You better have your girlfriend, your wife, or Filipino out front doing all the exposure and FaceTime with civil authorities and getting your registration, your license, your permits, whatever. You need to be in the background, sight unseen. Because the moment they suspect or see that you are an expat that's owning this business, things are going to change. Can you still have the business? Probably, but it's going to be different. So get the Panay out front. If it's your wife, you should be able to trust her, whatever. If it's a girlfriend, well, that's up to you. I would be very careful with that, but you want to stay hidden, and you can call the shots. You can be the puppeteer. You can have your employees, the wife, the girlfriend, on strings. You can call the shots and provide the money to restock it, resupply it, whatever, but stay in the background. Make it like you have no association with that business whatsoever. And there you go. That is 5 good minutes. Actually, it's probably closer to 7 or 8 with Tropical Tim in the Philippines. You can all comment below. How's that? Kevin Nash is here. Kevin Nash's Kitchen. So nice. So nice. Thank you so much for stopping by. Where am I? I am right around here. There we go. Tom Patrick, execute. Can you tell me what's in your wallet too? He's good. Hold on. What time is it there? It is 8:30. 8:30 a.m. You know what that means, right? I'm getting closer to my home. So, here's some more newsworthy items for you to kind of think about, and if you want to comment or talk about them, you can. Just recently here in the last week, a school teacher, some little guy, he's real little, he's young, he's not really that old. He was just picked up by the NBI. That's like the Philippine version of the FBI. For check this out. Going online on his Facebook account, are you ready for this? And offering 50 million pesos to anyone that could kill the president. He was crying on TV, he was in handcuffs, weeping and sobbing, dropped to his knees. I just wanted FaceTime exposure. I was just kidding, I would never do anything. Good luck with that one, right? And he's a little guy, he's not going to do well in prison. I'm telling you right now. Now that, they could charge him probably with sedition. That's just something you don't do. You just don't do that. Why would you do that? And Duterte didn't do nothing wrong. Come on. He's doing the best he can. What's the big deal? I don't get it. Everyone has their doubters and haters and supporters and whatever, but you don't offer 50 million to go kill your president. I don't even get that. That's just ridiculous. Okay, so we did talk about the MECQ that we're under, Modified Enhanced Community Quarantine, which it's a little bit more liberal, but not so fast, my friend. We still have to be careful what we're doing when we're out there. There's still checkpoints here and there, so I'll just wait till the end of the month and see what happens from there. And also, the international flights are starting. I talked about the other day. And then somebody else went on live and talked about it, and that's fine. So there's a lot of information on that coming out. And again, they're going to limit how many flights come in and how many foreigners actually get off the plane. So for now, again, I want to emphasize that if you plan on coming over here, make sure you get a whole bunch of information, do your homework, do your diligence, and find out what awaits you if you do come here and you get off that plane. I'm just saying. Remember, new normal. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So it is what it is. Rich Warden, hello, welcome to you. I think this is first time or good morning, evening from the swamp, Washington, D.C. First time catching you live. I appreciate that. This is the first time I'm catching you, watching me live, right? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. That's awesome. That is awesome. Out of D.C. I was stationed in D.C. for 3 years. Bill Bryant, Facebook just popped up. My ex-wife wants to be friends. What century is this anyway? Go for it. It's only an ex-wife. Hey, yeah, come. Uh-oh, here she is. Whoop.
Hello, everyone.
There she is.
Got no lipstick.
The lovely Asawa Kano 38. Oh, well, thank you for that.
How's everyone?
That's my good morning smooch, I think. I don't know. I didn't get one earlier.
We don't have our breakfast yet.
Oh, yeah, this is the 21st century, Bill. That's what Spitfire says. Holo Holo says, my parents would like to retire out there since they have land and want to build a house. Now, when it comes to people coming back here, like returning OFWs, they're going to go through the same testing and quarantine, you know, until they test negative, and then they'll send them on their way. But they don't have to pay for it. It is what it is. So if you're not a Philippine citizen, you're going to see some different things when you come over, and I believe that's going to go on for a while. I really do. I'm not trying to scare anyone away, but I'm trying to tell people, make sure you know what's going on. That's all it is.
Wood, it's my daughter.
Oh, look who's in the house. What's up? That's our daughter, live from Amarillo, Texas. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. I know, don't quit my day job, right? Nice to see you. Kevin Nash is saying, Agreed, relax. And he continues, I think farming is another no-go. Forget that noise. I mean, you could do it. There are some people here who are very successful in farming, but you better have some money to lay out, to set it up, and then you're going to have to work it and reinvest in it and work it and reinvest in it to get the things you want.
Hello, Rayla. How are you guys?
Wow, Rayla's here? That is awesome.
Her friend.
And there's my gal, Cabalin, Betty's vlog, Betty Spaghetti, Beth here, corner there, corner everywhere, corner. Hi, Betty Spaghetti, how you doing? Good morning to you. And good morning to Auntie Ray. Malo 63, some expats set up a business for a hobby. And if that's what it is, if it's really truly a hobby and you're not looking around the corner for some profit, good on you. That's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. For something to keep you busy into your retirement years, that's splendid. But if you're relying on it to live, you better be good at what you're doing. You better have a great plan, a great idea, some backup support, not necessarily financially, but those around, locals that will support you and help you. And it's a dice roll. The percentage is very small on those that come over here and successfully launch a business. So be very careful with that. Tom Patrick, and we are in the process on starting a business for a family member and hope they can make enough to get by at the Filipino standards. We just broke ground this week. Yes, it's a risk, but we wanted to try. See, he understands it's a risk, but they're going to try to help out one of his wife's family members. That's fine. You're in the background. You're just kind of helping out a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Again, if you're coming over here and you have no residual monthly pension or income, and you're just coming over here with 20, 25 grand, 50 grand, guess what? It's going to run out eventually, right? And we all know that. So, have a good plan. Scoot B, I do the business so B Joy's family has work. See? He can do that. He can do that with her. Because that's the best way. Put your wife out there and let her, if she wants to have a little business, sewing, hairstyling. Again, the sorry store thing just doesn't work. You would have to man it night and day, every month, just to make a lousy $5,000 to $7,000 a month profit. $150. I drink that much in 2 weeks.
Emily and son, hello.
Not gonna happen. And there's my lovely daughter Sabrina. Woo! Everyone say hi to my daughter Sabrina Larson. Hi, baby. That is so nice she could come on today. Mugs, it's organic. Good morning, Filipinos. Hello, world, and I thank you. Whoop, there she is. That means Angelina was moved to the corner. Scoot B, hello, Sabrina. There we go. Isn't that nice? Everyone's saying hi to my daughter. That is so cute. She's going to be all bashful and all that. Nah, she's a big girl. It's beer 30. You better believe it's beer 30. Holo, your beer is your coffee in the morning. Yeah, sometimes. I never open a beer until I've had my second cup of coffee. Then, all's fair in love and war. I don't drink that early. Usually. Mike is saying, Asawa Kano. Hello, everyone. Spitfire read his words and he opened his mouth. Bad mistake. Holo, hi, Magister again. Yeah, I know. That's something else on that guy that made that threat against the president on social media. But he was trying to grow his channel. That's just bizarre. That is too funny. Scoot B, if they arrested everyone here that threatens the president in the past 20 years, we would have half in jail. Yeah, but your freedom of speech factors are a little different in the States than here, and you still can't publicly come out and say you're going to do it. But there's certain things you can say in the West that you cannot say here. They have freedom of speech. They have freedom of the press. You wouldn't know that right now with the big fight with ABS, CBN TV going off the air. But they do still have their limits here. They have freedom of speech, but they do have their limits. And I'm not going into that. It's just not worth my time. Roman John, TT's better half. That is the best half. Not better, the best.
Thank you.
Ken Unger's there. Nice to see you. Rayla says hi. Woo-hoo. Hello, Rayla. Holo. Your daughter lives in Texas. It's awesome. I miss Texas. Yeah, Texas is all right. I never thought I'd ever step foot in it. It's just a Wisconsin, Green Bay Packer, Dallas Cowboy thing. But We lived there our last year and a half before we came over here because we sold our house in Florida, moved out west, spent some time with our daughter and our son there, and knowing we were getting ready to come over. So it was kind of a long goodbye thing, you know. It is what it is. So we just went there, rented a small apartment, hung out for a while, and said, "Oh my, look at the time. San Miguel's calling me. I gotta go." So that's what we did. Scoot B. Only OFWs are free, and for those of you that don't know, an OFW is an overseas foreign worker or overseas Filipino worker. Well, however you want to look at it. Foreign is what fits better though. Panay's coming back will pay if they don't have an overseas work contract. That's true. There's you know, conditions and all that about what I talked about, and I'm not going to go into all of them, but yeah, certain people will have to meet certain guidelines and things like that. Emily and Son, hello dear Emily, how's Ems today? So nice to see you. Bill Bryant, Tim can Ray sing Amarillo by Morning? No, but she likes the song. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. I won't send all you running right now. We just started a little while ago, right? Laughing out loud, Beth here, Beth here, Beth everywhere. Yeah, it's like old McDonald's with a Beth here and a Beth there, in the corner, out of the corner, somewhere out in the middle, something like that, right? I'm doing good and cooking now. Thank you, TT. Awesome, awesome. Dish appointed. What is that?
Dishes.
Oh, dishes? My daughter's dish appointed. That means she's doing dishes. Bill Bryan saying hi to Sabrina. Rickshaw Philippines, I have a business of raising presidents of the Philippines.
Right.
That's right. Well, he's got some young boys there, so maybe one of them will be. Who knows? Mark and Nang, it must be noon somewhere by now. Yeah, it's always noon somewhere. I never let that stop me. Ken Unger, hi Sabrina, welcome to your dad and mom's show. Roma and John owning a successful business in the Philippines seems like how to make $1 million in motorsport. Spend $10 million first. Yeah, it really does. You're not coming over here with a few thousand and thinking, all right, let's open up this salon, this massage parlor, this sorry store, this dried fish store, this delivery thing. What? Don't do it. If you want to work when you come over here, tell you what you do. Don't do it. Don't plan on being a YouTuber. You better have like 1 million subscribers and things like a lot. You need a lot. Hook up with a company that's already well entrenched here from your country. You know what I mean? So if you're from the U.S., try to get a job with a company from the U.S. that has branches here, something like that. That's what I say if you really want to go to work that bad, because chances are they're going to pay for you to come over here, they're going to pay for your visa, they're going to pay for all that stuff because they hired you and they need you here. Short of that, good luck with whatever business you think you can come up with and make a go of it. Again, kind of like what Malo said, if you're just doing it as a hobby in your retirement, that's terrific. Just something to keep busy, see how you're making little ships out of coconut shells inside of the bottles, the booze bottles, you know how you see the ship inside the bottle like that? Do something like that on the beach. And if you sell a couple for beer money, good for you. Good for you. Everyone's saying hi here. That is so nice. Hope I don't skip over anyone. If I do, I definitely apologize. Rickshaw, I would like to open a microbrewery again. Problem is I drink all the profits. Yeah, and if I come over and see you, I'm going to help you do that. You know that for sure. Marketing, I'm embarrassed at Mugs. Okay. Mugs is organic. Why? What happened, marketing? Marketing, I started to boil the mung beans, got the garlic and onion chopped up, got the pork cut in small pieces. Then I sat down to work on e-learning, and it wasn't long, and it was burned already. Bet you regret. Looks like you're going to make a ham and cheese sandwich instead, right? Roman John, Tim, our plans are for me to retire there and have some land so we can grow our own veggies and chickens to eat. That's fine. Yeah. I don't think there's a whole lot of startup costs with something like that. You can do that. So you should hook up with, someone like William and Chick from an Aussie Farming in the Philippines, if you haven't seen them. I'm sure there's a couple other channels out there from expats that are doing farming here. And why go to an expat? Why not go to Filipino channels that are on YouTube and have a channel about their farming? You know, you word it's in Tagalog or something like that. Figure it out, work it out. But there's a lot of Filipinos here, believe it or not, that have farms, believe it or not, that actually YouTube life on their farm, believe it or not. So the opportunity is there if you want to start a little hobby farm or, you know, something like that, you can do that. Personally, I wish I could do that. I wouldn't mind doing that because I would enjoy doing something like that. I'm not a farmer. I know a little bit about farming, a little bit, but the little bit I know is from my younger days back in northern Wisconsin. So whatever I know about that back there, how much can I apply it here? Maybe not a whole lot, but I think I would just, I'd like to try it because I think I would enjoy it. Am I going to do it? Probably not. The startup money would, you know, I can afford it, but it's, now if I could just walk into someone's farm and take it, I might be interested in something like that. Not a big one, just a small hobby farm. But as far as starting one up on my own, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. You have to dedicate, you have to commit. Hey, Bruce Davis, somebody here thanks you for that.
Thank you, Bruce.
Because I don't get none of it, it's not for me anyway. But she wants it. Way to go, Bruce Davis. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you for her. Roman John, we are subscribed to Will and Chick. There you go. Ask him anything you want. Willen's a good guy. I'm sure he'd tell you anything you need to know if you need to know something. If you're already a little hobby farm expert or you think you've already got everything you need to know, then you're good. You're good. But it's nice to bounce your hobbies off somebody else that's into the same thing. People want to ask me about drinking beer. I'll be glad to share you some experience about it. Scooby, problem I have seen is most open a business like a Filipino and then complain they make 2,000 pop a month. Oh yeah, 2,000 pesos. Yeah, that's nothing. 40 bucks.
I was going to say, that
40 bucks. 40 bucks. Cobble and Betty, hello friend. Bruce Davis, Bruce drink lots of beer, Tim. And most have never run a business, Scoot continues. Yep, that's right. Roman John, every time I watch, I pick a channel to subscribe to. That is cool. And so for me, like, let's just say hypothetically, she wanted to help out her brother or her sister or a cousin, but it has to be one of the relatives that I like, that I'm close to.
Yeah.
And I know this person probably is fairly intelligent, a little bit savvy. They could be taught or trained on how to run the business, how to keep books, nothing, you know, just pen and ink. You don't even need a computer. And how to do inventory. I mean, I could teach them something like that. I would be willing to help her to help set them up. I ain't going deep into it, but I could help contribute a little bit to that. And if I could do that and walk away from it and they're successful, they kind of got it going, again, they're not going to make a lot of money. I ain't worried about it. They don't have to pay me back. I'm not worried about that because it'll take forever. But if they've got a little residual income coming in daily that is above and beyond their investment and their overhead costs, I would do that. I would consider doing something like that. Because to me, it's like I opened a business, only I don't have to be there night and day. And 40 bucks to them, you know, is pretty good. Not a month. They need a little bit more than that, but it is what it is, yeah. Kevin Ash's Kitchen, K&K says, why grow veggies and raise chickens when it's like $50 or $60 a month grocery saving? Correct. Unless, again, you're just doing it for the love of doing it, the hobby. You know, hey, I grew these myself, man. Everyone claims, and there's some truth to that, that growing them, your homegrown tastes the best or is the best or whatever. That's neither here or there. But if it's for the love of doing it, go for it. That's what I say. But yeah, I don't feel like farming. I just send her to the store. Hey, I want some stuffed bell peppers tonight. Get to it. Well, I don't do that. I'll get backhanded quicker than you can imagine, right? Oops. Bruce Davis, love you. Tim and Ray, Muggs, Betty, all. Yeah, we love you too. Thanks so much for coming over, Bruce. Always good to see you. Kevin Nash Kitchen. And you sweat your butt off and use up to 30 hours a week messing with it. Yeah, some people like doing that. They just want the satisfaction of, and now you can take it a step further too, Kitchen. There are some successful farm expats here that farm that actually do it for a profit. They're able to eat off the land and off their livestock and turn a little bit of a profit at the same time. Not a ton, but enough maybe to make it worthwhile to them. I don't know, but not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do that. I certainly don't want to do it. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? See what I got? Roman John keeps my mind occupied. There you go. Kevin Nash, not my kind of hobby. What's your hobby going to be when you ever you come over here, Kevin? Roman John, at the moment, my hobby is racing radio-controlled cars. I haven't seen any of that going on here. Maybe you could open up a business doing that. I don't know. R&J Racing Center, something. R&J Racing Center. Kevin Nash, I want to travel and go. Yeah, so you just need a little hole-in-the-wall kind of apartment or something like that, somewhere where you call home, you can hang your hat and then, nothing too valuable in there and just, boom, go. That's right, you can do that. If you wanted to live here and do that. Judy Fisher, hello, host Ray and TT Scooter, Muggsy, Betty, Spitfire, Hollers 2, Holo times. Roman John, Sabrina Ken, Ansbill, everybody, Scoot B, my sister-in-law was working the land and lost about $100,000 a year. Now she does it my way and makes $300,000 in profits. See? There you go. People saying hi. Farming is a business if you want to make money. That's right. It is. Mark and Nang saying hi to Judy. Mark and Nang saying hello to Woman John. Malo 63. My hobby is avoiding the ranks of the unemployed. Why? Is that the reason why? That is too funny. I'm going to leave you guys. I'm caught up just for a moment with her. I'll be right back. Thank you. I'll be right back.
He'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, put it away. It's too early. It's 12 o'clock somewhere, but you're here. Hello, everyone. Judy Fisher. Thank you so much for coming. Mark and Nang Adventures. Malos. Scoot B. Bugs It's Organic. Wood. Roma and John. Kevin Nash Kitchen. And who else we got here? And of course, Bruce Davis, my friend. Bill Bryan. And Rick Show in the Philippines. My Facebook friend. They're awesome. And we got Betty Boop. Oh, Two Beers is here. James Lanogan. Two Beers, it's double T and single R. Live. Good day to my favorite couple in the Philippines. Thank you so much for coming in, Two Beers. And Malos, hello Judy. And Betty saying hello to Judy. Could be my next farm will cater to the high-end hotels and resort, growing what they want and cannot get easily. Not the cheapest thing in the market, but you can afford it. We'll just come and visit you because we're not gonna get the headache anymore. No more business for us. Bill Bryant's good. Probably sings the My Way song every day before he can sleep. Yeah. My way! Or no way. Thank you, Kabalan Betty, Wood, Ken K, Micro Greens. Judy Fisher, hi, Two Beers. Kabalan Betty saying hi to James Lonergan and Two Beers. Asparagus, Kevin Nash Kitchen said. Scoot B, Ray, I'm at work 13 hours before I get my 2 beers. Ha ha ha. Yep. Well, you want to make all this money so you can buy your biggest hotel or whatever, so you don't have to work for it. And we're here getting old, having fun. And now we're saying, Scoot.
And I talked about it before, that it wouldn't surprise me depending on how fast the Philippines can reignite their economy, you know, people are going to be cash strapped and they have banknotes to pay and this and that. So it wouldn't surprise me if, as the Philippines emerges from this, that businesses can be bought for a song, maybe a small little resort or a small little eatery or pub or something like that in your resort tourist kind of areas. Maybe not necessarily your high profile ones, but the little ones tucked away. So you could, if you've got the money and you're interested in something like that, it's very possible that over the next, I'd say 6 months to a year, you might be able to pick something up like that for a lot less than it normally would go for, if you're into that. If you're into customer service and you want to deal with all the ins and outs that go with that, it's just something to think about. We were actually thinking about it, but we're not really sure right now. So we're just going to take our time and take a look around for ourselves and see what's out there and see what's going on. So you never know. Something could fall right into our lap, and then again, maybe not. So it's just something to keep in mind if you think you want to come over here and you've got the money and you want to jump into an already established little restaurant, little pub, a combination restaurant, bar, things like that. It's possible. It's possible. Me personally, I would not launch a business around a heavily populated expat area because I don't want to look for expat dollars. To me, that's not sustainable, because all the heavily expat areas, your Dumagedis, your Cebus, your Angeles cities, and Olongapo, and places like that, they're already well entrenched, the businesses that are there, unless again somebody sells it, something like that. I would opt more for, I would want tourist dollars, but I want the tourists that are just passing through. And I want to try to rely on local Filipinos to help keep my business going, because they're going to be here. And their next generation is going to be here, and so on and so forth. Expats, a lot of them, they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. I've heard it many times from different people. The average time that an expat stays here in the Philippines is less than 5 years. Within 5 years or less, they tire of it and they go back home for whatever the reasons are. And the reasons are wide and varied. So you have to keep that in mind too. Yeah, you might go somewhere and open up a little business where it's heavily populated with a lot of expats, but that doesn't mean your business is going to be propped up by the expats. So I wouldn't rely on that. That's just my own take on it.
Yep. 2 beers, or Scoot B will sing, he who owns the business makes the rules.
That's correct. That is correct. But again, if you were going to be an expat business owner here, I wouldn't even show my face. I would be way in the background, being the puppet master, having somebody out front, my wife, whatever, something like that, or Filipinos I trusted, and let them manage and run things for you based on the shots that you're calling. That's just the best way. When vendors and people see that it's an expat there, in many cases, it's going to be a little tough. It's going to be a little tough on your dealings and how much money you pay for goods and services that go into your business to run your business. So it's just something to keep in mind.
I would think a business to service other businesses will be best, from James Warner. And 2 beers?
Go ahead.
All is well except the wife is playing hooky from work. But I don't blame her. She works in a care home and is afraid at work.
Now, a business that I have in mind that I wouldn't mind trying is I would like to try my hand at, every time I go to the beaches, if it's far away from my hotel room or something like that, I have nowhere to store my valuables. If I want to go swimming or hiking or anything like that, and it seems like someone has to stay behind and watch your towels and your backpack and your day bag and things like that. Why not put a string of lockers right there on the beach? And I mean right on the beach, not in the surf, but backed up, of course, right near some trees or something like that. Put a bunch of key lockers there so you can reissue the lockers to somebody else. That's just something I think I know I look for when I'm at a beach. I'm like, damn, I got nowhere to put my stuff. If I want to go cruising around or swimming or something like that, you know, I got to keep my eye peeled back on the beach for people walking by. They might grab my stuff. I don't know that. So that's just an idea that I had that I thought would be pretty cool. What do you think? Anyone want to rent one of my lockers for the day, by the hour?
Hello, Tim Desir, and T. Torres, and Danny Stout.
JGBK in the house, giving the program.
JGBK, yes.
Hello, Tim Ziak. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. I saw somebody new there come in too. Who was that?
That would be the Danny Stout.
No, Danny's not new. I know Danny. Let me see. I saw some.
Roma and John.
Muggs Organic prepared breakfast here, but I have my headset radio.
Don and Liz.
Yes, Don and Liz, Ward 14. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for paying a visit here to the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines, sitting alongside the beautiful Asawa Cano 38.
They're watching from South Carolina.
South Carolina, Gamecock country. Woo! Go Badgers.
Oops.
I'm from Wisconsin. Sorry about your luck. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping. A lot of cool people in here. A lot of great channels and creators and influencers here. So take your time. Do it the right way. There's a way to connect with people. We don't allow people in here with fishing gear.
But anybody that's in the background, come on up.
Come on up. Don't be shy. Show yourself.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, right? Two Beers, Muggs Organic. Good day to you. One care home just north of the city had 71 residents. 59 have died of the virus today. Man, that's awful. That is awful. Judy Fisher. Scoot, very true, but the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Now, where have I heard that before? Many times.
Yeah.
People saying hi there. That is awesome.
There's 3 thumbs down. Come on up.
Yeah, whoever's throwing
Go
the thumbs,
fishing.
whoever threw the thumbs down, you can come on in. We don't care. You're all right. K&K, I was in Chi LS for hour 45 minutes. Long stream. Yeah, for Jeannie, that's pretty long. It is. She was in this morning. I couldn't because I was busy doing stuff from last night that I was finishing up. So, but she knows I love her and I'll be there again.
Yeah.
No big deal there.
Cactus Caffeine, hello.
Wow, Anna from Cactus Caffeine. Hello, how are you? Nice to
Yes.
see you. Thank you so much for stopping by the Daily Exchange. I'm so happy to see you. Another brilliant channel right there. She's not always here, but she is now because we are now doing daytime broadcasts. So, and our schedule will get a little bit more permanent as we kind of bounce around and see what works best for us. So be patient with us if you enjoy coming to the Daily Exchange. We'll get it all worked out, but tentatively right now we're going to be doing 3 a.m. live streams and 2 p.m. live streams. And then Asawa Cano 38 on her channel, Asawa Cano 38, is going to be doing ladies only. Well, anyone's invited, but she'll be StreamYarding, and it's a night where, or a day where just ladies are invited up into the panel on StreamYard. So keep that in mind. Go check out Asawa Cano 38. She'll be doing that Mondays at 8 a.m.
And as long as we're having fun.
That's right. As long as you're having fun, that's right. So it's all good. JGBK, give it the program. He's saying hello to a whole bunch of people. That is cool. Tim Ziak, Tropical Tim, the lockers might rust with solar. Not if they're plastic. You know, highly good constructed polyurethane. You know, something like that. 2 Beers, I do security for a number of storage facilities. The owners all tell me the same thing. It's like printing money. Wow. Really? That's cool. I've checked that out. Danny Stout, long time no see. Mark and Ning. There you go. Judy Fisher, TT, I think that's a very good idea indeed. Yeah, because there's nothing like that. If my hotel room from the beach I want to be, even if it's across the street or something like that, you know, I got to look back behind me and go, man, do I want to go all the way back there and put my money back there or this or that? Because you always want to have a couple things with you in your backpack or your day bag or whatever you want to call it, or for Scoot, a European shoulder purse. No, European shoulder bag. Yeah, you always want to have a couple things. So where do you put it when you want to go jump in the surf, or you want to go walk around, or something like that? But you want to keep your spot there. Sometimes it can be difficult. So it just kind of dawned on me, I'm like, why isn't there like lockers here or something like that? You know, I thought that would be pretty cool. So send your money to me, and you can be an investor. You can be a shareholder in my lockers. Mark and Ning, Danny Stout doing fine now. Kind of dropped out for a while. Got tired working and Ning being sick, but it's getting better now. Yeah, I can't wait till they start vlogging again. I like when they vlog Upper Michigan. You know, they go fishing, or you know, just going around on nature hikes and things like that. I always thought that was pretty cool what Mark and Ning did, and hopefully soon they can get back to that. Don and Liz, Ward 14, hello. Shout out to all. Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. Anna, how are you doing? Oh man, so nice to see her. Brilliant channel. Brilliant channel. Man, Cactus Caffeine, are you kidding me? Just awesome. And, you know, I told you before, take a guess at what she does. That's right, you guessed it. But it's just so, you don't have to be into raising and grooming and growing cactus and things like that. You don't have to know nothing about it. It's just a pleasure to go and watch her, and she's extremely intelligent about her cactus, and shows the beautiful flowers that bloom on cactus. I never knew cactus, you know, put out such beautiful flowers. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I just sat there in awe. I'm like, I never knew that. I knew a couple cactus flowered, but I thought they were just small, nothing much to look at, something like that. No, I was wrong. Just gorgeous. So go check her out. At least once. If you don't want to hang out with her, she's okay with that shit. But you'll like it. You'll like it. Let's see, Danny Stout, where in Wisconsin are you from? I've spent a lot of time in Rice Lake area. Yeah, I know Rice Lake. Originally, I'm from Milwaukee, but my grandparents raised my mom and 7 kids, my mom being one of them, in Sparta, Wisconsin. So we used to always go up north every weekend, every opening trout season, deer hunting, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving, sometimes Christmas, whatever, and I always wanted to stay up there because I liked it. So Sparta is up near La Crosse, between on I-95, no, I-90, I'm sorry, and close to Camp McCoy, which is a big winter Army training facility, but you can go on there and deer hunt and fish for trout and bass and things like that. So that's where I call home. Cactus Caffeine, wow, did I really catch you live today? Yeah, you did. James Longren, TT, good idea, since beaches are the largest tourist attractions. I wanted to get one of those beach and cleaning sifting machines, cleaning the beaches of the resorts that can pay you well. Good idea. Yeah. That's right. Get all little pebbles and maybe foreign objects like glass, or hopefully not, rocks, shells, you know, things that could cut people. But when I walk the beaches, I got those little water shoes, you know, I always put those on. She's got a pair too. Especially if it's a beach that I've been there for the first time. It might look pristine and nice, but once you go to where you can't see into the surf, you don't know what's out there. So until you know that, I recommend that you buy and pack with you when you come over here a pair of those water slippers. I don't know the proper name for them. I think that's what it's, water shoes, water slippers, your rubber on the bottom. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Because I don't know what I'm stepping on. I don't know the beach that well. Once I get to know a beach and I think, oh, there's nothing here. It's all sand, even into the surf. Then it's okay. It's no big deal. Oh. JGBK, get with that program. Danny Stout. Oh, here, these are hers. See, they look like that. Kind of just slip them on. You know, they're vented here, things like that. And these are mine. And they're really cool. And these things are, they look light, but they're heavy for what they look like. But yeah, not heavy, but they look like they'd be really lighter.
It doesn't retain the water, does it?
No, doesn't hold the water. The water falls right out of it as you come out of the surf, but works pretty good. This is a must-have when you come here to the Philippines. You got to get these. You absolutely have to have a pair of these. Goes right in your backpack, boom, no problem. And they're durable enough that you can put them on at your hotel room if you want, and just walk to the beach in these. No problem. No problem. Works good. Danny Stout, Marketing Adventures. Good to see you back in the saddle again. MMK's in the house. The lovely MMK. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much. And there's lovely Jeannie hanging out along with Roxy from Holo Holo Adventures. Again, if you're new, go check out Holo Holo Adventures. She's in Hawaii. Lovely family. You'll like her channel. She talks about her. She's been talking about her family during lockdown and this and that and the other, and does some grocery hauls, and they take you around Hawaii a little bit, take you out to eat there, and just good wholesome family fun. Nothing wrong with it. Go check it out. John Baker, North Dakota's big country pheasants, county pheasants.
We have a new one, Don and Liz, Ward 14, and Polly Detmertz.
Oh, okay. Don and Liz, Ward 14. Can't mention because a lot of names here. Yeah, that's right. You just say hi to everybody. That's why you say shout out to everybody. Of course, we know what that is. And it's so good for you to be here. Really, it is. Two Beers saying hi to Cheetos. Everyone's saying hi. Don and Liz, this is my first time watching your live. Yeah. There's a few people in here that way, I think. No, I think everyone that's here has seen what I look like. You know, they've got this part blocked and they just want to look at my wife. JG saying hello to a whole bunch of people. Awesome. Mark and Ning Adventure. Scooby doesn't have a European travel bag. He has a couple Walmart sacks. That's hilarious. JG, I don't want to be a business when I get there except monkey business. Yeah, because that's what the topic was. For any of you that came in here late, we talked about the feasibility for an expat to come here and open a business. And my take on it is, it's not feasible. What did you come here for? To keep working, invest a bunch of money, wait for the profits to come around 3 to 5 years later for what? Pesos? Really? You're going to supplement your pension or something with that? You're missing out on life. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Holly Detmers, hello, how are you? Nice to see you again. Cactus Caffeine. Anna is saying America is slowly opening up again. Now, that's what we heard. But yet, I'm hearing that the cases continue to rise in areas where they're trying to open. I don't know.
Really?
I just spilled.
Gee.
Uh-oh.
I can't take you
Clean up in aisle 5. What, you can't take me anywhere? We're at home. That's not my fault. Who shook up that beer?
No.
Oh, no. Wait, there we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
That's why I hate drinking light beers. Hey, Jess Barrett's in the house. Good to see you, my brother. How you doing? Thank you so much. Holo, thank you for the shout out, Tim. Absolutely, you deserve it. You earn it. You work hard. Cactus Caffeine booties, we wear them diving too. Yeah, absolutely. There's Mary Chris. She's still hanging out with Muggs and Chi and Betty Spaghetti and all those lovely, wonderful ladies that always come and support here at the Daily Exchange. And of course, we support them too. And that's what it's about. You have to give support to get support. So if you're ever wanting to be a YouTuber or run a channel or whatever, you can't just flip this thing on, talk for a couple hours and expect everyone to come in and you do nothing. You don't go and check it. Now you can't go see everyone all the time. It's very difficult. I wouldn't ask that of nobody because I can't do it. But I try to get around and see more people. So you just do the best you can. You do the best you can.
Somebody sent me $100.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You wish. Cobble and Betty, they said apartment and bakery is good business to have. Bakery actually is a good one to have. Bakery is a good one to have because the Filipinos love their bakery. They love pandesal in the morning. They love their breads. They love, and then you can have a couple other little sorry store convenience items there. Bakeries do really well. And they're closed by, 2 in the afternoon. Some of them, so that's just the way it goes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
And I got another super chat. Look at that.
Tim Ziak saying, Tropical Tim, you are changing your time for the Daily Exchange? Yes. We've been waiting to do this. We knew this was the big plan a long time ago, so we are moving to doing 3 a.m. slots and 2 p.m. slots. In addition, Asawa Kano 38 on her channel, Asawa Kano 38, is going to be doing a ladies-only live stream every Monday at 8 in the morning. And that means anyone can come, but in her StreamYard, only ladies will be allowed up. You know, to meet and greet the ladies out there and things like that. So they might be speaking in Tagalog, whatever. Anyone's welcome to come, but for that StreamYard, it's only going to be ladies allowed up. Just keep it simple that way. It's her time to showcase. That's all it is. While she's in her developmental stages. Oh yeah, hey, look at that.
Danny Stout, thank
Danny
you so
Stout,
much.
she likes that. Wait, some beer money for you, TT. I got to get going. Bye, everyone. He sent me beer money. Yeah. That's a nice gesture on you, Danny. Thank you so much. I still won't get any of it. All this, you know, super chat and stuff like that. That's set up for her. She does it. I send money around to other channels here and there to help support them and what it is they do, because sharing is caring. If I can borrow a phrase from a good friend of mine, that's what it's all about. So personally, I don't need the money, but she wants it for her effort. I ain't getting no beer out of that. Well, maybe she'll buy me one. We'll see how that works out. That's pretty funny. Very nice gesture, Danny. And I see you're taking off, so thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone say hi to Danny. You probably already did. It's further down in the chat. So that is just too cool. We love that. We love that. JGBK, you've spilled beer. I'm so disillusioned. Nah, all they did was tip and drink it, and it just foamed up. I didn't spill nothing. Nothing. I can show you the replay.
What time is it there? 9:16 a.m.
You can't just tip these long necks real fast, because then it's just whoop, like a volcano, right? Tim Ziak, that is alcohol abuse. Judy Fisher, Polly, I know people who have gotten athletes from the public showers. Not a good thing. No, that is not a good thing. So once again, going back to Tim Ziak, we're going to be doing our new schedule. And I don't see a lot of fluctuations, but here's the deal. To be honest with you, we're going to try it for a couple, 3 weeks and just see if we need to tweak or adjust anything just a little bit. A, for the benefit of all of you, and B, for our level of comfort. We're going to have to find out what works best for us. We think we've got a pretty good idea, so we're going to launch it that way, and you'll find out more how it's working as we go along. If we have to do a little adjustment, we might.
Well, my son from U.S. Marine is texting me. Hi, babe. If you can get on the YouTube, I love you anyway.
Mayor Chris on cute Tumawa ni Sir Tim. Hola Hola spilling already. Itchy Athlete's Foot from Polly, Kamala and Betty. They said, yeah, apartment and bakery is good. Yeah, bakery is not a bad idea if you know something about it. And, you know, it's dough, it's sugar, it's flour, it's salt, it's yeast. Not a lot to it. And if you have an inclination on what that is, bakery actually isn't too bad. And you don't need a big place. The bakery I would think you'd want to do is something that is operational just for a few hours a day, and that's it. Go and enjoy the rest of your day and your retirement and whatever. Bakery's not a really bad idea if you know something about it.
Hello, how to Hawaiian?
Just my opinion. Tom Patrick, oh, did I invest a bunch of money and it's not for me. I'm retired, period. It's to try to help a family member make a little money to try to survive as a Filipino, not get rich. Yeah, if I can sustain one of her relatives, if we sat down and thought that they would do okay at it, I would do that. If it just generates enough money for them to sustain, and really that's what an average Filipino wants. They just want to be able to pay their bills and eat every day. Not too much beyond that, not really. And I'm talking about your lower level income earners. I almost said lower class, that would have been bad. But your lower level income earners, they just want to eat every day and be around their family, be able to pay their electric bill. They're not looking for a lot. Bro. Get my other one. Oh, no, that's right. Judy Fisher saying bye, of course, and Danny Tim, Scooby Tim. In need beer support, can you hook up, brother? That is funny. Paul is saying, for all the Yankees in the Philippines, open a mustard specialty store. Just kidding, but that is what I missed when I was there in February. Yeah, the only thing I would open up in a heavily concentrated expat area like a Dumaguete, a Cebu, an Angeles City, an Olongapo, I would open up, for me, if I really had the money and I had the time and it was for the love of it, but I knew I was going to make money. If you can open a restaurant that features Western food, you got a good shot, but you better be good at it. You better be good in the kitchen. You better know how to budget food costs. You better know how to budget labor costs. You better know all these things. You better know health standards and all that. And it doesn't even have to be a sit-down restaurant. It could just be a takeout only, a small little joint, but you're making magic happen in the back. Not everyone can do that. I can do that because I spent 21 years in senior management in the restaurant industry. So I can do that. I can cook. I could have easily had a cooking channel. I'm not into that. I leave that to K&K, Kevin Nash, and some other people. I'm not into doing that on camera. It's just I did it for so long. I'm just not in the mood. But if you could do Western style foods in kind of a heavily expated place, you got a shot. You do have a shot at making a go of it there. It just depends. I mean, there's Western style foods like up here in Manila at the malls and, you know, in Makati and Malate and places like that. But they're well entrenched, the places that are there. If you're going to open one, you'd want to start kind of a little hole in the wall place, get your stuff out there, get it sampled, get some input and things like that, and kind of get developmental from that point. That's a good possible business, but you better be good in the kitchen, and you better be good at connecting with vendors as far as getting your supply. You have to know how to run a food budget, man. You really do, because food can get away from you as far as a business. Food costs can get away from you so fast, so fast. Out of Wine, nice to see you. Thank you so much, brother, for coming in. Good to see you. Got a few people here from Hawaii. How are you? Tom Patrick, no, Judy, you're the one with a good heart. We are just helping family and their community. My wife and her twin are getting relief food packages for their barangay there, shopping now, distributing Monday. That's awesome. Roman John, Tim and Ray, I will treat you to a meal and drinks when I can after international travel bans are lifted, and I will hold you to that. At least the drinks part. Hey, Teresita B and me. Hello, how are you? Where are you from? Nice to see you. Thank you for visiting the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines. And come here. The lovely Asawa Canal 38. There she is. Woo!
I'm cooking.
She's cooking. Sharing is caring from Mugs It's Organic. That's right. Jess Barrett. Me, I want to start a small resort with cocktail lounge and restaurant to stay busy. Yeah, he would probably do it not so much to make money, and of course no one wants to lose money. So if you're into it just for the hobby and the love of it, a lot of different reasons above and beyond making a ton of money, then it's okay. It's healthy to go and try something like that. It's no big deal, especially if you've got money to fall back on, which means and includes some money in the bank at all times and residual income. Residual means you've got money coming in at least once a month. Then maybe you can go ahead and stick your neck out there and take a chance and risk opening up a business. But that's not the majority of us. The majority of us are going to be foolhardy and think we're going to make $2,000, $3,000 a month in a sorry store. Let me know when that happens for you. I'll be right over and I'll open one right next to you. Because that's what happens invariably. Wherever you open a sorry store, there's none around, and then within a year, 5 more open up within 2 blocks of you. So you have to be careful of that. Kevin Ash's Kitchen. I think propane business with a propane truck would be cool. Rent out 200-gallon trucks and go refill them with a couple trucks. I disagree. There's the Philippines have the market on the propane tanks here. You're talking about big capacity. I don't know what that gets you or who would have a need for that, but for some reason that initially strikes me as not probably the ideal business to have here. Judy Fisher, Tom P. I saw on YouTube these past few weeks that many people helped the PI community during this lockdown period. I try to help where and when, and as you and so many others do. Every little bit helps. Yes, it does. Muggs and Betty Spaghetti is saying hello. Judy Fisher saying hello. 2 beers. I have one who owned the largest furrier in Canada in the day. He built a storage facility with about 500 storage lockers. He says he has made more money with his storage facility compared to making furs. Does anyone here know what a furrier is? No? Forget it then. Has to do with animal pelts. Let's see, a couple more people saying there. Scoot B, sorry stores are a dime a dozen. Yeah, to me the ideal sorry store owner, proprietor, is an older, semi-retired to retired Philippine couple. All the kids are gone, whatever. They've got grandkids, whatever. Something, again, just to sustain and make a little bit of money day in and day out, daily money. They're not looking, and I'll tell you right now, those kind of owners, and they survive, they stay around for a long time. They couldn't tell you what they make in a month. They don't know. They don't keep books on that. They can tell you what they probably make in a day because that's what they're looking to do. That's how this economy is based. It's a cash society. So they're going to tell you, we make about, 600-700 pesos a day. Now they got to take some of that out for their restocking. They got to pay the electric to keep the little light on at night when it gets dark out. For the electric, for the refrigerator, for cold Sarsi sodas and Cokes and beer and things like that. But they manage, and they're only interested in what they make that day. That's how it goes. Do you want to come over here and be that person that you're only worried about what you make for that day? You don't need to do that. Why are you coming here to do that? Just stay where you're at and keep working. If money's that important to you when you get over here, and you didn't secure enough money, meaning a pension or maybe 2 pensions or a pension and Social Security or whatever, if you didn't secure that and you're coming over here hoping to make it by opening a small little podunk business, good luck. You're going to be one of the 98, 99%ers that fail as far as expats go. If money's that important to you or going to be that tight for you when you do get here, stay where you're at and keep working. I'm telling you. I'm just giving you friendly advice. Stay where you're at and work a few more years and pad that bank account until you reach Social Security age or whatever it is you got planned. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, you guys are great. I really appreciate you sticking around. Hold on. I got to get something, don't I? I do. I forgot. Okay, let's see who wins today. Now, whoever wins is going to get 10 free watch hours, and they get to pick a topic, and that's how we're going to close our show, here in a little while, but you're going to be able to pick a topic for everyone to discuss, as long as it's clean-natured, whatever. It can be a question or a topic, so here you go. And if you are not a YouTuber, you can donate your 10 hours watch time to somebody else. That's pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. All right, ready? Here we go. Who do I got? Kardapi Ann, she's not here. I can't read it. Can't read my own handwriting. Nedeker Cheers, she's not here. He's not here. She's not here. He's not here. He's not here. And there we go. We have a winner.
What is it?
JGBK. Is he still in the house? JGBK? Are you in the house? You just won 10 watch hours, if you're still here, and you get to pick our guest topic for the night. There you go. So we'll give him a few minutes. And if he doesn't show up, he owes me a case of beer. That's just how it works here at the Daily Exchange. I've got all the stuff worked out. Tom Patrick, we saw Brian and Marshall doing on a bigger scale, but us is all out of pocket, so we do what we can. There you go. Where am I? Okay, Just Barrett, I know an American, he is 80 years old, and he has Sorry store. Kevin Nash Kitchen, Tim, why don't larger businesses with large kitchens have their bigger size propane tanks like a regular home in the country here has? I'm not sure. I don't know that. I really don't know that. Some do, but a lot of it's electrical now. So, Just Barrett, for me to retire, I have to have something to do after retirement. Yeah, some people work really well coming over here and just doing this. And they're happy, they're content, they don't care. But others can't. Others are sitting there going, they got to do something. So you have to have a hobby or something like that. A small business could be for you, not sure. It just depends to what scale you want to take it to. Charles, greetings Charles, where are you from? Get my wife's name in that bucket. She's a Filipino that just came from the Philippines. Tess and Charles. Okay. Listen, the more you come, we update our list and we throw your name in there. So there you go. That's how it works. Mugs, it's organic. JGBK, you're the winner. Congratulations. Get back to the program. Yeah, he bolted. He left. And the clock is ticking on him. He should have at least left me in the background, right? What? I won. He came running back to his computer. Charles says, I'm back in the States, 4 years in Baguio. And your wife is here? Awesome. Cool. Where are you in the States, by the way? Kevin Nash's Kitchen. How about be young enough to drive around and have a car? Not sure what you're saying there, K&K, but yeah, you can.
Here?
You're talking about here, owning a car here? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not 100% sure.
The kids are 16 years old when they have to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to drive around in a car here, I'm not sure what you mean be young enough. How about be young enough to drive around and have a car instead of sitting around? Oh, yeah, you can do that. But for most expats here that like to tour around, they use motorcycles. There's actually motorcycle clubs here. There's community groups you can join, all kinds of them, from Philippine expats in Subic Bay, Philippine expats in Olongapo, and they're not worded exactly like that, but something like that. Philippine expats in Angela City, Philippine expats period, Philippine expats motorcycle club, there's so many. You can see so many. There's a lot of different community chat pages that you can belong to here. So you might want to look some of them up and subscribe to them and, get in with somebody that might have something in common with you. There's expat Philippines home sales and rentals and car sales and motorcycle sales and all that stuff is here. Let's see. Tim Ziak, Trouble Tim, where is the sign for the lockdown and other important... I didn't do it today. What are you going to do about it? No, I didn't do it today. Because I actually set up for StreamYard. Okay? And so I update my crawl line with all that information, the topic, the exchange rates and all that. And at the last minute, we had a small issue on the laptop. We're waiting to get our new laptop, but we're waiting to find out if the store in the mall where we can go pick up our new laptop. This one is more dinosaur-ish. It works, but... So anyway, that little problem we had, and at the last minute I said, forget it. There's no time. I'm just going to go regular live and not do StreamYard. Hence, I never got to my little dry erase board. So, what do you want to know? Let's see. Kevin Nash Kitchen, need a bigger one to carry luggage and travel with wife 6 hours a day. The little bikes are not comfortable. Yeah, you get a small car. You can get an SUV here. You can get a pickup truck. There's different ways, and you can rent vehicles. They're costly, but you can get them and travel. And then you can put your car or motorcycle onto a boat and ship it to another island if that's what you want to do. They have ferries that do that. So there's all kinds of options. Just Barrett, we're not a club, but there's 8 of us who ride together. Yeah, see, Jess knows about it. I don't. I'm not a motorcycle fanatic. I don't care about it. It doesn't do nothing for me. I think they're cool. Guys that have those kind of clubs for expats here, there you go. You can sign up and look at something like that. Tim Ziek, I will have to wait till next time. Yeah, that's right. Dark Cider, woo, TT. Nice to see you. How you doing there? Good to see you. Thank you. Gee, you're early. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? And there's Judy, first one on it, saying hello. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way she is. So that is just too awesome. So yeah, they've got these different, maybe I'll get a list and I'll share it with you. In fact, tell you what, I'll do that. I thought about it before, but I didn't know if it carried any importance or, you know, significance for anyone. But I'll tell you what, I'll do that. I'll get a list of these different community groups, organizations, and I'll provide a list to everybody. You know, I'll just put it up there or something. You know, I'll figure something out so you can see them. And I'll try to go even as far as maybe write a little description, a sentence or two about what they specifically do. Because some of them can be misleading, you know, things like that.
Shoma and fishbowl.
Oh. Here we go. This is what? Shomai? Okay, this is shomai. And what is shomai?
Pork.
This is pork. These are little pork
Yep.
battered, little things like that. Dip them in a sauce or whatever you want. And this is
Fishbowl.
fish balls. Of course, I've never seen balls this big on a fish. But what are you going to do, right? Can I have a paper towel, please?
Yeah.
So it looks like JG's not there. He loses. He lost 10 hours of watch time, free watch hours that we guarantee. That's too bad, right? Let's pick another name. Not here. Thank you. Here we go. Oh, here we go. We've got Chi Taurus.
Is she still here?
Is she still here?
Not.
Does anyone know if Jeannie is still here? Chi Taurus? She wins 10 hours free watch time. 10 free watch hours, I should say. Click in if you're there. I think she actually left. All right, let's try it again.
It's nighttime.
Oh, I know someone who's here. Look at that. Whoop. Look at that. Judy Fisher, I just saw Bruce Davis' name. Judy Fisher. Woo, you just won 10 free watch hours. There you go. You got it. You got it.
What you need to do?
Okay, so Judy has her 10 free watch hours. She can keep them, and we will do a playlist, one of your playlists, 10 hours worth, or you can donate those hours. In addition, you have to give us a topic as a guest topic. It could be a question form or a topic, so we can all talk about something that's on your mind. You tell us, and we'll share our input with you. So there you go. We finally got somebody. Where was it? Oh yeah, I was right here. I'm sorry. Just Barrett saying, look at Laptop Factory on Facebook. I bought 3 laptops from them. Yeah, I got to do that. And I was telling Ray about that. We'd had our eye on one that was on the mall that seemed just right, but that's just before the lockdown happened. So nothing we could do about that. Bruce Davis, great food. Charles, I will show you mine if me. What? Show what? Wait a minute, maybe I don't want to know. Kevin Ash Kitchen, yeah, a little 150 or 250 scooter or bike just ain't gonna cut it. No, it's good for local tootling, but yeah, not on the open road. And besides, you can't take, the bike has to be so big before you can take it on the open highways
I
here.
think 200 cc.
250 or 200 or something, it's gotta be big. It can't be these little putt-putts around. Dark Sider 936, laughing out loud, I can't drink that early, brother, but you have an iron stomach. Something like that. No, I just have nothing to do. And I like to relax and chillax and chill out. Judy Fisher says, oh, Charles, I didn't even know fish have balls. It's fish that's wrapped in a dumpling, doughy kind of thing, and then they deep fry them. That's, but they call them fish balls, obviously. Judy Fisher looks yummy. Bruce Davis, Tim, hope you are well, my friend. We're doing great. I hope you're doing great. The typhoon passes, and it's heading north and out to sea, so hopefully it doesn't come back. Mark and Ding, I'm still here, took the dog out for his nightly constitutional. That is too funny. Kevin Ash Kitchen, laughing out, no videos. What are we doing here? Judy Fisher, TT, I should take those, right? Yes, you should take those because that's what you wanted to do, right? That's watch hours. That's not what you were asking me earlier about your banana. So that's different. So it doesn't matter if you get the watch hours now because you need 4,000 in a 12-month period. It's going to be harder for you to reach that initially until you build what we talked about. But yeah, it's up to you. If you want them, take them. If not, you can donate them. You're looking for the subs, the banana right now. Your watch hours can probably come at a later time, but if you want them, take them. We're going to play it for somebody. Just Barrett, at least 400 cc to ride on the highway. There you go. I knew it was something, but see, I don't know nothing about motorcycles, so I can't tell you. Adrian Gibson, wish we were watching you walking around this morning. I almost did that. Because she asked me, you want to walk around and do your live? And I was like, yeah, I kind of do, but I know there's a lot of, let's just say standing water, and I like to walk around in my sandals. I could walk around in my tennis shoes, but so I would have probably been weaving and jumping over a lot of puddles and that from last night's torrential rains from the typhoon moving through. So I said, yeah, I'll pass. As much as I wanted to go out because it's a beautiful day, but again, it's going to take a day for stuff like that to dry out. And I didn't want to be, and then you're talking as I'm walking, right? As I'm walking, here comes tricycles and cars splashing me. And so I'd have to dodge that. And if, one side of me got all full of mud and things like that, guess who would not have been a happy camper? Me. And then I would have been even more upset with myself that I didn't think about that earlier. So as much as I want to do a walk around, I said, yeah, no big deal. I'll just do it from home today. Let's see. Judy Fisher, Tim, I think I'd like to donate my watch hours. I think I'm going to give them to JG. Since he missed his turn and he's trying to up his hours. Can I also donate my question too? Yes, and yes, you can donate them to JG. We will give JG 10 free. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to play his playlist because I don't want to see him. No, we'll give him 10 watch hours. Of course we will. We're still finishing up the Rileys because they won last week. So, yes, you can donate them, absolutely. And yes, come out with your question. Bruce Davis, Tim Ray, thanks you both come out do live when was able to watch. I'm glad you could catch us. Like I said, we are moving in a different direction. It was part of our original design when we set it out, but we were in no hurry for it. That's why we stuck with the PM schedule, and it's worked fabulous for it. No, you would say, well, why would you leave it? Because of our own personal schedule. We want to balance and have some daytime where we're free and some night times when we're free. So to do all night times, albeit that it worked great, and we got a great following, it's working terrific, we knew there had to be some balance thrown into the mix. So look forward to that. That's what we're going to do. Judy Fisher, yep, just the banana for me. All good, Tim. Adrian Gibson. Kevin S. Kitchen, they have the furniture and appliance stores there that give store credit, pay down like 50% and make payments. Yes, you can get credit here. However, that being said, in order to get credit here, you must be your visa must be such that you are you're a resident here. You're either on a 13A or you're on an SRRB. You can't be on a tourist visa. They're not going to give you credit. And then yes, you can pay something down and take your furniture or appliances home.
Really, the ID
You,
that, or, you know, that's from him.
you need Filipino ID too, and you can get a driver's license. You can get a residency certificate. All that, you need some of those things to show who you are. You're going to need proof of income, so you would want to print out your latest bank statement or two, things like that. In addition to, you have to have the right visa. You have to be on a Balikbayan, you have to be on a 13A. Now, I'm not for sure about this, which ones you have to have, but I do know for sure you ain't getting nothing on a tourist visa because they know you're going to be leaving. They don't have proof that you're going to extend it, pay to have it extended. But if you're on a 13A residency visa or SRRB visa, then you can go in and apply for credit and you can get it with those other forms of ID. Philippine driver's license, a residency certificate, and anything else you can get your hand on, you can get credit as a foreigner here. You can buy a new car here as a foreigner. Yep, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Judy Fisher, thank you, TT. Kevin Nash, oh, so a Filipina can. Yes, if I want credit, I just go to my credit manager over here at Get It Financial, and I talk to Helen. So anytime I need credit, I go to Helen Get It. I couldn't resist. When you need credit, go to Helen Get It. Helen, she's a nice lady. Yes, Filipino. So if I wanted to get a new couch or get a new refrigerator or something, and I didn't want to lay out the cash right there, she can't get it because she's a U.S. citizen and she doesn't have all the Filipino credentials. So we'll either use her brother or her niece or our niece.
Also, they can do like in your your credit card. They're really big on credit card here. If you have a credit card, they will do the financing and.
If you have credit cards, they will absolutely do financing because they know they can go and get the money.
Yeah.
So if you got a credit card, you stand even a better chance of getting credit. For me personally, I won't give that up. I'm not giving up my credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Either I get credit after putting so much down and giving you all the credentials, who I am, where I live, yada yada yada, or I'm not getting it, or I pay cash. And we don't have credit on nothing, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up a U.S. credit card information. I'm not doing it. Charles saying, Tim, I'm sure you answered this in the past, but why Tondo? Are there nicer places in Tondo? Yeah, there actually is. There's some spectacular places in Tondo, and it's a long story, but this is where her family was from. This is where we dropped anchor last year, and then we also own a home in Palawan. So we're getting ready to leave Tondo. It's coming to an end soon for us. We just don't know when. The problem is we don't know if we want to move to Palawan because we're still trying to check out the average brownouts that they're having, their internet capability, because I'm not going with, a Globe Wireless like I did in the past. It's just not reliable. For a 5-minute video, it takes a day and a half to upload. If they have fiber optic down there, which we heard that they are going to, if they don't already. Not to mention, you can go look. Last summer I did a video about my big Nipa hut that we built, and then it came through and they redesigned the road. They raised it, they widened it, and now there's nothing but a big ditch in front of our house. So those few factors are, we're ready to leave Tondo now, and we're gonna, as soon as this is over, we're gonna be traveling. We're gonna go down a couple of other islands, maybe Mindanao, Iloilo. We're gonna take a look around for ourselves and see what we want to do, along with going further north up into Luzon, the Pampanga area, because I like that area a lot. We'll see what happens. It has nothing to do with Tondo, but I've been coming to Tondo since 1981, so it was an easy transition for me. I hope that helps answer your question, Charles. Bill Bryant, get a pizza on credit. You don't want any pizza here, trust me. There's no pizza here that you want. You just don't. Judy, waiting for your question. Where are you, Judy? So I got to write that down. JG gets 10. Watch out. She donated her hours to JG.
No, we're not a surfer.
Charles saying, yes, go north to La Union. Yeah, I know a few people up there. British expat in the Philippines, Graham, a couple Filipinas that have channels. Yeah, I know about La Union. I look like a surfer from the Midwest. I don't know nothing about surfing. Zero. I've been on a surfboard, but yeah, I wasn't on it very long. What does that tell you? I got up and whoa. Of course, when I got on the surfboard, I was holding one of these trying to balance it. When I fell in, this thing never went in the water. I kept it above water. Didn't spill a drop. No, I don't surf. Surfer dude, man. Wow, far out, man. There you go. Judy, are you there? Are you there, Judy? We're waiting for you, Judy. Hello, Judy. So I hope everybody that's at least here in the Philippines came through the typhoon that just rolled through the last couple days. It's moving north now, and again, I hope nobody else is in its path. I'm sure it's still going to hit land again. That's what they're projecting. I don't know where. I don't even think it's going to be the Philippines. It just depends what kind of curve it takes and things like that. So I've seen them before, or dealt with them before. Dealt with hurricanes, living in Florida. So, and of course, had my experience with hurricane and typhoon when I was in the Navy for 20 years. Not all 20 years, but there was a time or two out at sea where we did have to deal with that. So that's just the way it goes. It's no big deal. There we go. Okay. I think my phone was behind. Judy Fisher, TT, I thought I could donate my question too. I don't really have anything in mind right now to ask. I just need to think about it for a while. How about you just speak about something on your mind? You put me on the spot, Judy. I don't have any public speaking skills.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Right. That's no problem, Judy. At least you said that. So at least I'm waiting for you. Now I'd wait for you forever, Judy, but I'm not going to wait for you to ask your question forever. But I will wait for you. Oops, gesture. Yeah, Tom Patrick. I'm going to try to put my name on a bank account here. I am Balik Bayan. Don't have a card, but I do have a note from the mayor that we are living here. Mr. and Mrs. Westerner, you do not need a bank account when you come here. If you're married, let your wife have a Philippine bank account. You don't need one. You can, but you don't need it. Keep your money in a U.S. bank, and just go out and make your withdrawals. Put some money into her bank. You can even set up an allotment, usually from your pay center, wherever you get your pension or something like. I don't know. It depends. For an allotment going to her bank, like let's say you make $1,500 a month on your pension. Most places, not all, most, you can set up an allotment. Let's say you want $500 of that dollars to go to her bank account. Then go set one up for the two of you. Let her open it. You just be the joint owner, and you can have an allotment of $500 sent there for your monthly living expenses. And keep the rest of your money in a stateside bank. And if you need it, you just go to the ATM and draw it out. When we first got here for the first year, I have two bank cards. I could only draw $200 a day, every 24 hours. And I mean, right to the minute, 24 hours. So I can get 200 on this one, 200 on that one. That's 10,000 pesos and 10,000 pesos. Now, they have since, because they see we're over here and we are banking and using our ATM cards, whatever, now we can pull out 700 a day in a 24-hour period, off 700 off each card. So it opened the door for us if we need it, but we don't. So that's how that works.
And also,
go ahead.
It's hard to get an ID over here. You need to get a driver license. It's going to take you a little bit. And also, well, you can go under,
You can go under the table. That's what
Yes.
some people are saying about getting a driver's license. Kind of pay your $30, $40 or whatever it is, and sign a few papers, and here you
That's
go.
pretty much what you can get, because you don't have Philippine passport, they will honor Philippine passport.
Right.
And you won't have like a utilities that's gonna be on your name here. You know, you're not supposed to have anything, you know.
Now,
like
can you
that.
drive on your driver's license from your home country when you get here? Yes, you can. But eventually, you want, if you're going to live here, you want to get a Philippine driver's license. It's
Yeah.
not that hard. But yes, you can drive on your license here. It's not a problem. But you need, if you're going to live here, you want some sort of Philippine identification on you to show, yeah, not only do I have, because are you going to carry your passport everywhere you go? I'm not. I keep my passport secured. What if I lose it? This, that, whatever. I'm at the beach. I'd rather lose a Philippine driver's license and a residency certificate before losing, like, you know, my driver's license and social security card and passport or things like that. So when you get here, establish, get set up, and get some Philippine ID and carry that around. That's what I would do. That's just what I recommend. You can do what you want.
What do you mean real driver license from here? Because you can get it here.
Charles saying, Tom, go to BDO and then open a dollar savings account. You can do that too, yep. Then deposit large amounts to your savings via personal check. You can do that too. There's so many options. But does a Westerner need to have a Philippine bank account? No, you don't need to. You can, but you don't need to. Charles, no fee transfer, but you have to wait 30 days. See, there's always something on the side. Just Barrett, wow, I have a bank account and a stateside account. Yeah, you can have both. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It just depends how much you want to deal with. Mark and Ning, go to Quiapo and you can get any kind of document you want for some pesos. Yep.
Yeah, but that's not really a real one. Those are the
Under the table ones, yes. Charles, you will have an ACR card for ID and passport, U.S. and U.S. driver's license. Yep. Kevin Nash, international driver's license. I wouldn't call it that because I used to have one when I was in the Navy because I was required to based on what I did in the Navy. I had an international driver's license because the ship would go port to port to port to port, and I had to drive trucks and things like that back in the day, way back in the day. So that being said, when you get here, you don't need an international driver's license, but you do want a Philippine driver's license, unless you're gonna, country hop all over Southeast Asia. Then you might want to consider something like that if you're gonna rent a car when you get there to all Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Korea, Japan, China. China? Good luck with that. Anyway, so Charles, ACR card is required of all tourists.
Charles is gonna stay here.
ACR, you mean ARC, Alien Registration Card? Is that the one you're talking about? And it's not required of all tourists, believe it or not. It is required once you establish going past your stay here in the Philippines so long. If you're just popping in and out for 30 days, you don't need an ARC card,
He
Alien
said 6
Registration
months.
Card. Yeah, you have to be, they want you here for a certain amount of time. We didn't have one for the whole year we were here. Why? Because we were on Balikbayan visa, so we didn't need one. That's different. There's so many questions and variations about visas, and I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be. If anyone ever has a question, if I have the answer, I'll blurt it out and give it to you, as long as I know it's the right answer. If I don't know, I'm not going to blow smoke up your wazoo and tell you something just so I can move on in the chat room. I'll actually go and get the information and get back to you. Yes, you can email if you want. You can email me if you got a question, something like that. I'll get the answer for you. Might not be like an hour later or even a day later, but I'll get it and I'll get back to you. Most times I can just go online and ask one of the Filipinas that I'm tight with in YouTube, and a lot of times they have the answer. Maybe not about U.S. visas and things like that, but about a lot of other things, they can tell me, and they're not going to lie to me either. They're going to say, I don't know, Tim, you're going to have to find out or whatever, and I'll do that. So anyone ever has a question, just let me know. I'll do the best I can for you. And you won't owe me nothing, initially. Just your presence coming here is good enough for me. Two Beers, have you ever seen the TV show Don't Drive Here? He went to the Philippines, got a driver's license for a motorcycle. They didn't know who he was. His driving test involved driving the motorcycle 50 feet. Holy cow. Jess Barrett, yes, a real driver's license. I took the test. Yeah, they actually do give you a test on the road signs and, you know, conditions and all that kind of stuff. Okay, there's Charles saying staying longer than 6 months. That's correct. There you go. There you go. So, hey, look where we're at. Look where we're at. We've been here 2 hours. We're done. Goodbye. See you later. No, that's it. We don't want to do overkill with any of you guys. So, we're going to always give you that time to say goodbye to each other. But before that, first I want to personally thank everybody for stopping by. Of course, you'll see the announcements when our lives as they're changing. We're going to some AM shows and of course some PM shows. So be looking for that if you're interested in stopping by here at the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines and Asawa Cano 38. We'd love to have you. Tell a friend. Always tell a friend. And thank you so much, everyone. Stay safe. Can't appreciate you how much you've come into the new people as well, to the regulars who greet the new people and make them feel at home or make them feel homely, if you think this is a homely kind of show. But I appreciate you channel owners taking pride in your channel and allowing us to deliver some good conversation and content that we hope benefits everybody. We don't try to come across as experts in anything. We like to share our life with you. And we'd like you to share your stories with us, and hopefully all those kind of things work. So I'm going to let Asawa Cano 38 say goodbye. You all say goodbye to each other. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Tim Ziak, I can't believe it. Plays on GCQ today, and they've changed it already to MECQ, effective immediately. So you went back. You went back to the...
Yeah, you have to be ready for that. You have to be ready for that. That you might be in this quarantine thing, which is... Okay, you're better now, and then wham! If they suspect anything, they're going to lock you right back down.
Yeah, in Palawan, they already clear. They're not even in the green. You know, they don't have anything, but they went back to being what do you call that? The DCQ, GCQ, because the mayor or upper echelons over there didn't want any more. What do you call it? Those the tourists to come back over there. You can go out, but they don't want nobody in.
Palawan's a big tourist area. You got El Nido and Coron over there, but they don't want nobody in. How long is that going to last? Yeah, I think for a while. But we'll see. Jess Barrett saying his wife and him have a joint account. Tim Ziak, I cannot believe his place on. Yep, you already read that. Cobbler and Betty, have a great day. Everyone, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say good. Bye.
Tom Patrick saying
thumbs up for Asawa Cano 38. She earned it. Well.
Tom Patrick, I just want my name on that account. We can transfer $2,000 a day from Wells Fargo. It takes 2 business days. That's it.
You can put our name on that account too.
Yeah, we got Wells Fargo. So
yeah, so you can put our name on that account too, Tom. It's no problem. You say 2,000 a day? Yeah, put us on there just in case. You know, you can't get it all out at once. No, that's good. So everybody take care. So nice to see you.
Thanks, everyone.
From our hearts, appreciate you coming out. Go check out some of these other people in here. There's too many to mention. Mugs It's Organic, Cobble and Betty, Kevin Nash's Kitchen. There's just some really great people in here that got channels. You know, don't let yourself get too bored. Just go do it.
Yep.
And you'll find out more about other people. I talked earlier about Holo Holo Adventures in Hawaii. Let me see who else. We had a whole bunch of people. Cactus Caffeine.
Yep.
JGBK, Scoot B. A lot of people.
Anybody have questions, just leave us a message. You know.
Yep, we'll be glad to get back with you some way, somehow. But until that time, I just want to say, for Asawa Cano 38, this is Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Peace out.
Yep. BDO is good, Tom Patrick.
Peace out, and it's not saying, well, uncut the pot, right?
Bye, guys.
A little bit.
You're the guys.
Can you believe that? He won't believe it, right? So he can do the replay and see it. Thank you.